Remember one time after college, graduating from MTSU, I'd been in my first job and I was going on an interview for a second job. And I went up the elevator. I went to the gentleman's office as his secretary led me back there, and I walked in. I remember seeing the huge bookcase and the big oak desk and the view that he had. And we sat down, he introduced himself. We talked small talk for a few minutes, and I'll never forget the question he asked me. He said, "Shawn, I need to ask you an important question." He goes, "If you had to stack quarters to the top of this building, how many of them do you think you would need?" And I remember that question. I remember being confused by why he was asking me, but I'll never forget my answer. And it was, well, whatever it would take. And he looked at me, he goes, "That's the answer I was looking for." Today, I want to talk about how do we crush disruption and find our new normal. I'm Shawn Kaplan. Thank you for tuning in to Monday Motivation. The purpose of these videos is just so I can give you a little bit of caffeine for your work week, maybe in a thought or a pick-me-up or some motivation or inspiration. And today's thought was, what is this new norm that we're dealing with? And I was talking to somebody last week and a light bulb went off. And he said something very profound. And he said, the sooner that we can realize this is the new norm, the sooner we can embrace the new norm combined with our passion and our purpose, he goes, the sooner we can crush this disruption. And I thought about that. How many times over the last couple of weeks have I stopped and said, I just want to go back to the way things were? How many times have you maybe stopped and said, I miss going to work, or I miss being able to go out and eat at a restaurant? Me too. But I'll tell you what, I lose all power when I hold on to that. And so what his point was if you have a whatever it takes mentality, if you look forward and you just decide that this is going to be the new norm for right now and embrace it, then we have power to move forward. I want to share a thought with you here. I wrote something down. The reason why he asked me that question, how many quarters it would take to get to the top of that building, the answer was immaterial. What he was looking for is, how did I handle the question? Did I have a get it done mentality? Did I have a whatever it takes mentality? It's going to take a lot of that right now with this disruption that we've been facing. The new normal is whatever it takes. This is the new normal now. Not being able to go and see you guys, or go have lunch with you, or deliver a birthday gift, or have a happy hour, or a lunch and learn, or get in a gathering at the farm of large people. We just can't do that right now. That's not the new normal. But if I go ahead and I take this new normal now, which is do a Zoom happy hour with my friends like we did the other day. We did a wine tasting. We all got the same bottle of wine and we shared it. Being able to do a happy hour at the end of the work week with my team on a Zoom meeting. You know, get your coworkers together. That's the new norm. And we add that with improvising, and it's necessary in these times. And a book I want to recommend to you folks is one of my favorites of all time. It's called Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. Really good book. And what this is about is when you change things in your life or at work, how to adapt. And it's about two stories of two different mice and how they go through the maze. One gets changed, one adapts, and one doesn't. So improvising right now is super important. This is a great book. We combine that with the new normal and just understanding and embracing this new normal. And the last part is passion. You've got to have passion, because if you don't, then you won't keep moving forward. The passion, you have to radiate the purposefulness of it. So whatever the purpose is that gets you up in the morning, make sure you're radiating that. Ed Milet talks about it in a video of having a trigger point. Remembering something that brings you back to that passion and gets you excited. If you need a little jolt before you go into a meeting, thinking about it, and you can combine it with a trigger like a snap, a clap, a stomp, a yes, a hiya. People have these triggers that'll take them back to that moment. That's a whole nother video. And if we go ahead and we take and we embrace the new normal, we improvise quicker, faster, sooner, and we combine that with our purposeful passion, then I think that we can crush disruption. I hope you guys have a great week. I love each one of y'all. We're taking this one day at a time. And today, let's improvise and embrace this new normal and go out there and beat the work week. Have a great day.